YEEHAW! Howdy, trainers, it's me, your friendly neighborhood POKEMANIAC, coming at you with another rootin' and tootin' episode of Pokemon White version. And in the last episode, we rounded up, our repels effect wore off. We rounded up some scoundrels down by the cold storage helping out Clay because he lost a bunch of Team Plasma members and then pinned it on us. And in this episode, we done darn earned our right to go battle him at his gym to take our sweet revenge. And well, as thrilling as a summary as that was, well, without further ado, I suppose we should go give Clay a rootin' tootin' piece of our mind is what I would say. But unfortunately, it seems someone has got to him before we did. Clay, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Getsis of Team Plasma. I've come to pick up my associates who are in your care. I don't need no thanks now. Your buddies were trying to steal some folks' Pokemon. So why are you releasing them into Getsis' custody? Like, get the authorities involved if you're not the authorities. What's this? It seems as if there's been some misunderstanding. We only free Pokemon from wicked people. Well, that sounds real nice, if it's true. I may not talk pretty, but at least I'm an honest man. Except for that one time where I lost all your men and, pinned all the blame on two 13-year-olds. Yeah. You talk real nice, but what you're saying kinda sounds like lying. Ooh. Alright, Clay's BS detector is a finely tuned machine right there. And I'll tell you what, if you're gonna take another philosophy bomb from this game, this line right here. So tell me plain, what are you trying to say? Team Plasma also has an interest in Driftveil City. Maybe it's because of its banging soundtrack that somehow Jake hasn't mentioned up to this point in time. And we have many, many more members besides those who are here. Well, I can't tell if you're lying or not, but I reckon you've won this without a fight. I feel like Clay is not putting forward his most rootinest and tootinest foot, if you ask me. Fine. Take him and get. Go on, get. Hey, glasses boy, maniac, grab a broom, get this green-haired freak off of my front porch. Get off my lawn. A decision worthy of a businessman called the Minor King. Please call me something different. Your grasp of the situation is outstanding. Well then, we'll be taking our colleagues off your hands. Getsis, thank you very much. Oh, don't worry, my fellow servant of the king. Oh, we know who that is now. It's N. N's the king. We are two of the 7 sages. Are we not? Oh, I know that game. It's Ocarina of Time. I know that game. Well then, everyone, I expect that we will meet again somewhere. I hope not. Please. The less I see of that green-haired freak, the better. Sorry to let the Team Plasma go after you tracked him down, fellas. Say, why don't we cheer ourselves up with a Pokemon battle? Don't keep me waiting. Alright, I feel like you're kind of avoiding the situation. Yeah, you should explain yourself a little bit more. Well, we avoided a fight in the middle of the city anyway. Still, I can't help but think Getsis isn't just an ordinary person. Oh! No, Sharon! The guy who's happened to have been at every major Team Plasma, heist? I can't imagine he's not an ordinary person. I think it was all coinkadink. I'm off to go make my Pokemon stronger. I really don't want to lose to that Clay guy. Actually, I'm going to win my gym badge in a flawless victory. And away he goes. Alright, so see you later, Four Eyes. Okay, that was just rude. But speaking of rude dudes, we're about ready to take on Clay of the Driftveil City Gym. And legitimately though, listen to the soundtrack. banger. Banger. I was legitimately dancing while sitting in my seat. You guys couldn't see that, but that's what I was doing that whole time. But without any more further stalling tactics, let's go ahead and enter the Driftveil City Gym. And, there's, again, just everything about this game. I love it. All right, and we have a receptionist, which we haven't seen in a hot minute. I don't think we've seen a No, we probably saw one in the... We saw a couple in the museum. Welcome to the Driftveil Pokemon Gym. In this gym, elevators are provided for your use. Elevators? I wonder what we're going to use that for. Well, we kind of got a hint when Getz has called him the Minor King. Minor as in the occupation, not the, below 18 type of minor. But anywho, Clyde, buddy! Hey, I'm sure it was tough dealing with all that right after you arrived here. But for now, I'll just give you this. And we get ourselves a fresh watt mitt. Look, I know if nobody got me, Clyde's got me at the front of every single gym. The gym leader, Clay, uses ground-type Pokemon. Jeez, really? I couldn't have... Okay, no, like, seriously, Clyde, you're doing a great job, but the Pokemon theming is usually on point enough that you can kind of guess, who does what, or who has what, I should say. Well, just between you and me, ground-type Pokemon aren't good against water-type attacks. Oh, and we've got a feisty little otter who loves to hear that. Kind of makes me wonder why Clay is living next to the water. Yeah, hey, how about that? Yeah, and I mean, like, okay, so let's go ahead and stand on this elevator and go ahead and click the down button, and all the OSHA employees just quaked in their boots. Their knees are knocking together. Their timbers are shivered. Because you got that right, boys. It's another work site that's also a gym. We're going to have animal fights at work, baby. That's right. So as you can see, we are deep within the Driftveil City mines. And again, like being this close to water, I'm sure Clay had to have been awfully careful because if not, flooding is probably a super common thing that happens in here. So as you can see, the gimmick in this gym are these, elevators that go down and up, and you have to battle your way to each appropriate elevator. Now, I have done this so many times, I still cannot tell you the clear path through this gym. So we're going to work on that together. But before that, okay, Challenger, bring it on. All right, I like that attitude. All right, and look, you got a little hat with a light on. That's probably actually a pretty good strategy. If you think you're losing, you just turn your flashlight on and blind your opponent. All right, and he's going to throw out a healthy-looking Palpitoad, that's for sure. Palpitoad, water ground type. We've talked about him before. You know what? Let's go ahead and see. Let's see what Psyshock does to this thing. Uproar. I'm not too scared of that, but we'll see how much damage it's gonna do. That did a lot of damage. Well, it does a lot of damage because it's Morpha, for no other reason. Okay, well, all right, 68 to 36. That's nearly half. Yeah, YOLO. Yeah, what about it? Nothing risked, nothing earned, as they say. Yeah, Morpha, baby! All right, getting that good experience points. Yep, oh yeah. All right, so we're getting a nice, rowdy, rootin' tootin' start here with a nice chunk of EXP for Morpha. Getting to level 28. Wants to learn Endeavor. No, we are not going to learn Endeavor. I don't think, yeah, just give up on that. Endeavor's like an interesting move. Basically, what it's used for is it will bring your opponent down to your health. So let's say that Palpitoad used that second Uproar and it brought us down to 7, and then we used Endeavor, it would bring Palpitoad down to 7 HP. It's a really nifty way to kind of cheese a KO out of your opponent's Pokemon, particularly if you have some sort of follow-up move. So if you have a Focus Sash, or something of the like, and you are able to survive with 1 HP, use Endeavor, and then use something like Quick Attack, or if there's a weather condition up, it's a good way to cheese a KO off of Pokemon that you have no right, nice Skipper, that you would typically have no right beating. So very, very, very nifty strategy there. I believe that strategy in the competitive scene is referred to as the Fear strategy, so how about that? All right, and we're just gaining levels today. Oh, yeah! Thank you, Felix. But I lost? Darn right you did, because you came up against a Pokemaniac, and don't get off my lawn, and don't do nothing silly, and nobody gets hurt. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use a Moo Moo Milk on Morpha here. A Moo Moo Milk for Morpha, as it were. We are definitely going to keep Skipper here at 69 HP because that is hilarious. Also, something you may notice, the world's greatest roadblock apparently are just cones, so we can't, go over that way. But that's all right. We can go down further and plunge deeper into the mines. So we dug too deep and too greedily, and here we are. All right, so moving right along, we're going to come over here. I figure our best course of action is to just, follow the string of enemy trainers. I really feel like that's a winning strategy to get to the gym leader. All right, worker Don, what do you got? Ooh, a Crocorock. All right, so we are probably going to be bumping, rubbing up against some other very intimidating type of Pokemon here, namely the Crocoroks. We saw a Drillbur earlier. Drillbur we've talked about a little bit. Phenomenal Pokemon. Absolutely, like 10 out of 10 recommend. Same thing here with Crocorock, obviously. Ew, we're going to get a Mud Slap. I don't like that one bit. We're going to go ahead and Scald this thing. And we're not going to miss because Skipper's because Skipper's too good to miss. And if that doesn't... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, even if that doesn't KO, Skipper's going to get the burn. So it's like, no big deal. NBD? All right. Right now, my Pokemon and I both feel... I talk too fast. Dingle, I'm Jim, and getting Mozzie. You know what I'm talking about, man. All right. Okay, so enough boom howering around. We are going to go ahead and use another Moo Moo Milk. Well, no, you know what? Honestly, it was a Mud Slap. Kind of overestimated it, really. One of the things to be decisions. One of the things to be super mindful of, particularly if you are fighting against Crocoroks of any kind. Is that the one we came in on? I don't know. We'll check real fast. One of the things to be super mindful of is, if you're going to be bumping up against Crocoroks and stuff, they're typically going to have Moxie or Intimidate. So if you don't see Intimidate, it's Moxie, do not let your Pokemon die, because that will set them up for a sweep, almost guaranteed, because that is Moxie's a ridiculous ability. So, well, here we go. This Sandile's got Intimidate, so I'm not too concerned about that. We're going to go ahead and swap Skipper out of here. K-Rool would be okay in this gym. Wouldn't be, like cutting through these like a hot knife through butter, like Skipper does. And of course, Mojo Jojo, well, he's a fire type, so he's gonna have to basically he's gonna have to sit on the back burner, as it were, for this gym, because we can't unfortunately we cannot quite risk Mojo Jojo up front here. I just don't think he'd be able to contribute very well, because if it's not like ground types, like it's like ground water types, so like Palpitoad, like Mojo Jojo's not super useful in this gym, and that's okay, buddy. You know what? Let's go ahead and test out Hidden Power real fast. Mud Shot. Ew. Ugh. Why is it that color? Oh my gosh. I know it lowered my speed, but why was it that color? Okay, let's listen. Okay, not very effective. This is leading me to believe that this is Hidden Power Rock? Was that what we were determining? Oh, it might be Fire still. Dang. I wish we had some answers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw Skipper out here. Palpitoads, if I'm not mistaken, don't have anything silly like Water Absorb, because that would be like, I mean, come on. Like, look at this thing already. It's goofy enough. It doesn't need a goofy ability like Water Absorb to look even more goofy. Also, I'm very unnerved by its, I don't know, its pustules. Like, particularly the one on his head that, like, wiggles back and forth, like, just independent of the body. Jeez, oh man, I bet it whispers to him, "Silence, you fool!" All right, and Sandile coming out. That's fine. We will throw Morpha back out here. And I'll tell you, no, we can't risk it on a Sandile. We just can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Probably got Crunch or something silly like that, so we're not gonna further our Hidden Power discovery. Hidden Power Discovery Hour. Just because Morpho would probably go... Morpho would definitely go down to, like, what... Oh. Okay. This should be a little interesting. So, we got Swagger. I mean, Skipper already had Swagger, but that's beside the point. So, we got confused. It doesn't ever matter. Ever. Skipper is the GOAT. I mean, he's the otter, but he's the GOAT. Oh, no, I found someone who's way out of my league. Yeah, that's right. Go back to your desk, nerd. Got him. Okay, so this was the one I assume that we came down on already. So let's actually head back. Oh. Yeah. Dude, I don't know which one we take. Yeah, we take this one back down. Go the other way. This guy threw me off because he was standing on one of these things, and then he moved onto the platform, and now he's moving with us. So he wasn't down here before. He's probably just as lost as we are, so at least we can take solace in that. Taking this one up here. Yes, okay, good. This worked out very well because this is the one we couldn't access because that cone was blocking us. Clay is at the bottom of the gym, but I will test you to see whether you are skilled enough to face the gym leader. Oh, bless your heart, hun. You gonna try to battle Pokemon with me? Oh, look how cute she is! Oh, man. Okay, clerk female Katie, and she's got herself a Drillbur. Ah! I love Drillbur so much. I'm telling you what, guys. I had a Drillbur in my playthrough of the game, you know, before I did the actual Let's Play, and Drillbur, oh, absolute boon to the team. I can't, you know, I named him Tubert after the Mogmal in Skyward Sword, and just, I thought it was the perfect name for him. So, kind of on theme, too, you know, because we got Morpha from Ocarina of Time on our team, so... There's a lot of bleed over, all right? My Nintendo interests are rather aligned. Ah, it's so frustrating. Maybe I'm not skilled enough. Maybe I need a big, strong maniac to teach me how to battle Pokemon. Any day of the week, darling. Alrighty, enough flirting with office workers. We are going to go all the way down. What? I'm sorry. Am I led to believe that Clay just leaves exposed fossils? In his that's like a huge deal, bro. There's another gym leader who studies fossils and curates a museum. Call her. All right, jeez, oh man, that's wild there. I guess, well, business first, I suppose. I guess excavating fossils would be a secondary expense with little to no monetary gain. But so maybe that makes sense. But down here, definitely, like this. Look at those. This isn't uranium, right? Like, these are like emeralds or something, right? Like, we're not gonna... I need a Geiger counter before I battle this man. I feel sick just standing down here. Anywho, like, I gotta say, though, as far as, like, you know, gym leader rooms go, this one is absolutely, like, phenomenal. It's so cool. I love how we got, like, you know, the kryptonite sticking out here. It just looks really sweet. And it's also... I love the dichotomy that Clay is not going to, like, eat the expense of excavating the fossils, but he will keep this giant, like, geode, this formation of precious minerals just for the aesthetics for his gym. I love that. I love that. This guy, oh my gosh. He's quite the character. You learn a lot about him, even though he doesn't talk too much. And even when he does talk, you learn a lot about him just by the way he talks. All right, now, do we have any lemonades left over? It is looking like we do not, which is a-okay. We're going to go ahead and use one of those fresh waters that Clive gave us, and go ahead and heal up Skipper here. And we may as well heal up Morpha because, you know, why not? We used our last fresh water. That's all right because Clyde will give us another one in the next gym. And with that, guys, without further ado, I suppose we should be, I'm sorry, I'd be supposing we should, be, tussling right here, right now with the gym leader. Well, no, it's mine, actually. Think it's about time to see for myself what it is about your skills that made a gym leader like Misa Lisa take such a shine to you. All right. Oh, man. Again, less talk, more action. Look at him. Disgruntled Mr. Get Off My Lawn himself. YEEHAW! It's Leader Clay. All right, partners. Leader Clay here is going to start out with a Krokorok. A very intimidating Pokemon, level 29, ground dark type. It's got the ability Moxie, so don't let this thing kill any of your Pokemon with the moves Swagger, Crunch, Bulldoze, and Torment. This thing gets annoying, and it gets annoying fast. But we don't quite see it as enough of a threat to actually not switch train while facing it. So we're going to go ahead and get Skipper out here. We're going to eat that Crunch while, ironically enough, Crunch is a move where he tries to eat us. And then we're going to give this thing a big old scout. Unfortunately, the Krokorok is it's just a wee bit faster than a Skipper. And my goodness, that scout was hotter than molasses on a tin roof in the middle of July. All right, and we're going to go ahead and stop that. Okay, it's here. I'm going to make what is called a pro gamer move. All right, so we were not quite ready for this. He is sending out his ace in the hole a little bit early because Skipper is actually that much of a threat. And, well, I guess Stewart is even a bigger threat. Say hello to Excadrill. That's right, guys. If you couldn't guess, this is what Drillbur. Oh, my goodness. I almost said Mogmole. This is what Drillbur evolves into, and it is a phenomenal Pokemon. Excadrill, Clay's Excadrill in particular, is going to be on level 31, and it is the ground steel type with the ability Sand Rush. We're going to go ahead and heal Skipper up here, and it's going to have the moves Hone Claws, Rock Slide, and Bulldoze. So we are very lucky it just took advantage of the easy prey right in front of us, or right in front of him, I should say. So that, it didn't set up on us. Because if this thing sets up a couple of Hone Claws, it's GG for your team. I don't know what to tell you. Excadrill is an absolute monster. So, Hone Claws raises attack and accuracy. And then Rock Slide will basically allow him to flinch. Bulldoze, stab ground type move, and it will actually let him lower your speed. So Excadrills, on top of being extremely strong, fairly defensive, they're also fairly fast as well. Now, I know a lot of things are faster than Skipper, and that's all right, but you may be faster, but you ain't stronger, baby, because Skipper, oh my gosh, Skipper just absolutely bopped that thing like it was no problem. It ate that thing like it was Sunday dinner at Grandma's after church, baby. Hooray! All right, Skipper, absolutely the best cowpoke on the range, I tell you what. All right, oh my gosh, here I was, setting this thing up like it was all this big bad, the varmint. I can't even think of any down-home southern phrases to describe how great that performance was from Skipper. That was beautiful. I don't even know, man, the Senior Warrior, absolute joke of a battle, I'll tell you what. All right, so we are going to go ahead and give Morpha the benefit of a little bit extra EXP. And guys, I'm on my high horse after that one. I tell you what, Skipper never giving up is the easy way out. If I wanted, I could have gave it up any old time. All right, I hope I said that right. I was too busy being excited about Skipper. That is such a Skipper move. He is the foundation of this team. That was absolutely phenomenal. We're gonna go ahead and give this thing a Scald. It doesn't have Water Absorb. Palpitoad is the last Pokemon he's thrown out against us. You would have seen this thing a little bit earlier. Probably you would have seen this thing a little bit earlier in your battle with him. But Palpitoad is going to be on level 29, Water Ground type with the ability Swift Swim. Albie sure didn't see that coming. Well, bet not. With the moves Aqua Ring, Bulldoze, Muddy Water, and Bubble Beam. So Clay really likes trying to slow you down and getting you to his, so he can take the battle at his speed. But it makes zero difference because we have Skipper. You weren't winning this in any universe. Well, I've had enough, and I didn't read this fast, and I didn't read the rest of it in my texting time. I see. But I sure don't like it. For such a youngin', you have an imposing battle style. I know you got people who can dig up your potential. Here, take this. And we get ourselves... It's not the minor. Tell me it's not the minor badge. Please. Please. Please don't be the minor badge. Quake badge. All right. Now see that I can get behind. All right. A little shaky on the name. But, anyway. So, this is your 5th badge. Oh my gosh. Is it our 5th badge already? Holy tamale. We've been flying through this game, guys. I seriously, it feels like yesterday we were fighting... We were fighting Silent and talking, or quirked up monkey just somehow proved himself in the midst of a gym battle, and then we met N in front of the museum, and then we had the dragon head gets like, it's nuts. I cannot believe we are already on our 5th badge. This is crazy. If that's so, then Pokemon up to level 60 will obey you. And also, I'll give you this TM. Well, that was the plan, but I just remember something I want. Wait in front of the cave at the end of Route 6, would you? Excuse me? What is up with this guy? And just... This is an abuse of power, fool. I tell you what, I will report you to... Who do I have to report you to? Is it Outer? Nah, man, dang it, Outer... Outer abdicates his responsibilities too. That's probably... He sets a horrible example, which is why you guys can just go on and do whatever you want. Not give people gym badges or not give them TMs and tell them to do things before you let them battle your gym. Gall darn it, I just done darn near had it with you folk. All right, so we have to go. Oh, man. So we have one more thing we have to do before we can even get a TM, which is more than marginally annoying, I must say. Oh, great, now the cone's gone. So we can get, get ourselves out of here. My goodness. Good gym overall, but Clay just stresses me out, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right, but that is some good news, guys. And with that, we have gotten our 5th gym badge, as Clay so graciously reminded us. We are going to head out over to, I believe he said it was the end of Route 6 over here. But we're going to be doing that in the next episode, guys, because I think we done darn did accomplish everything we set out to do on the old Dusty Trail. So, if you guys liked what you saw, go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me. A like, dislike, whatever you feel like. And until next time, Cowpoke, I will catch you later. Sharon is a big ol' nerd. Bianca, flighty as a bird. Juniper really likes to yap. Then there's me, the Pokemaniac.